gentlemen, some of the stars of the main stage, Jenny and the HalCats and DJ Renee. And the crowd went wild. Ish. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to each and every one of you, and welcome into the main stage. Welcome on board the Eurodam. Good evening! It is a pleasure to welcome you all onto this beautiful ship for this incredible 12-day itinerary to the Baltic. Are you excited? Yeah. You don't have to do any cooking for the next 12 days. You don't have to do any cleaning. Now let me ask you again, are you excited? Oh, it's going to be something very special, and welcome to each and every single one of you. Now, let me just start by introducing myself on a formal level. You might recognize my voice from today, but let me just say, if you've not met me or heard me yet, my name is JC, and I am your cruise director here on board. And thank you. Oh, that's very kind. Save it, please save it. I have a weak finish to this show, all right? So please save that applause. Now, you can probably tell, ladies and gentlemen, just by my accent alone, I hail all the way from the great state of Alabama. What, you don't believe me? Really? It's okay, you can talk to me. I'm not famous or anything. Do you believe me? You don't believe? I can't believe that. Okay, all right, I'll come clean. I come to you all the way from the university town of Oxford in England, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Now you believe me. I thought you would. All right, now, you know what? There is a very good chance this evening that you are going to be sat next to or near to somebody you don't know. Now, what tends to happen is when people come into a lounge like this, they'll see a couple sat, and they'll go and sit near them, but not next to them. I've seen it happen many times before. You kind of say, oh, hello, good evening, and you kind of go along the row, not to that seat next to them. You just leave one seat in between, and then you sit down, because you don't know them, and you don't know what sort of people they are yet. You don't know if you're going to trust them. That's okay. I've got a good way around this. So first of all, can we please have the house lights on in the theatre this evening? I want to see who didn't trust who right now, first of all. Quite a few non-trusting. As I see those, look at one empty seats everywhere. Look at them. Look at them. Right now. Oh, goodness gracious me. We're not criminals. All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to now make friends. This is what we do. We're a multicultural society on board, and everybody gets on board with everybody else. So this is what I want you to do. I first of all want you to look at the person on your right-hand side. Look at the person on your right-hand side. I want you to reach your hand across to them. Shake their hand and say, good evening. Are you enjoying the cruise so far? Come on, make friends. Reach across the aisles. That's it, reach across the aisles. Don't be shy. Make friends. That's it, come on. You're on vacation. You paid for it, you might as well enjoy it. All right, that's good. All right, now cease. Cease. See, look, that couple walking in just did it. They left the chair in between. Look at that, look. Right, move along one. Move along one, love. Yes, you. Move along one. That's it. Make friends. That's it. And you, sir, you've got to sit next to your wife whether you like it or not. There we go, that's good. That's it, make friends. See, they do it every time. Amazing, isn't it? Now, look, now, this is what I want you to do. Seriously now, look back at the person on your left-hand side and say to them, mind your own business. Go on, say that to them, that's it. Go on, make friends. Make friends. All right, good. Now, this is the most important thing. This is very important. You'll never, ever get to meet the people sat in front of you, all right? Because you never introduce yourself to them, ever. So this is what I want you to do. After 3, not yet, after 3, I want you to lean forward and tap the person in front of you on the shoulder and introduce yourself. 1, 2, 3, off you go. That's it. Ignorant, aren't they? Ignorant. They don't want to know. That's it. That's it. Now look behind you. Look behind you and say, mind your own business. Go on, say that to him. That's it. Go on, make friends. Good job. Now, tomorrow, when you come into this theatre, if you are sat down and a couple or a family, they come and sit on your row and they leave an empty seat, you say, no, 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 no. You say, come and sit next to me. I'd love to introduce myself, get to know people. It's a great way. That way, ladies and gentlemen, we get 900 people in the theatre and not 700 as well, which is also a really, really nice way of doing it. All right, turn the house lights off. Thank you. I've seen enough of them. That's good enough. That's good. All right. Now, we do have a very multicultural crew here on board the Eurodam, over 40 different nationalities. But you, guests as well, a highly multicultural society here on board the Eurodam. Now, I would love to be able to list every single country that we have here on board. I can't, it would take too long, but I would like to name just a few of the major players, if you will. So why don't you give me a nice big cheer if you are from my home country, the United Kingdom! Hi, Mum. 6 people. All right, not bad. The rest of them are probably drinking at the bar. It's normal, it's part of our culture. It's fine. All right, any other Europeans here in the room? Let's say anybody from Spain, España. 1.5. One lady started, then realised she was on her own and decided to stop. And then we got a no late. All right, welcome. Anybody from Germany? Where's the Germans? Another one. Is it a singles cruise? What's going on here? Do we have anybody from, let's say, Portugal or Italy? Am I facing the right way this evening? I don't know what's going on. Do we have any French? That's fine, I can't stand the French. Let's move on from that. No. Let's move on. Be here all night. Let's go some... Any Dutch? Where's Holland? Holland America line, you know what? It's beautiful to have the Dutch here. We love the Dutch. We can't understand the Dutch, but we love the Dutch. Beautiful to have you here on board the Netherlands. We have a lot of you here on this cruise. It's a real pleasure to have you. What about Israel? I know we've got a big group from Israel this cruise. Lovely to have you here. Glad that 2 of you at least could join us this evening. Thank you for that. All right, let's get out of Europe. We'll be here all day in Europe. Let's go somewhere completely different. Anybody from New Zealand? Wow. They have come a long way, ladies and gentlemen, haven't they? Everybody say good evening to the Kiwis. Good evening. Anybody from Australia? All right, well, we'll do it. We just got to do it all together, because if I don't conduct you, you'll lose yourselves. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. It's so easy to entertain the Australians. You have no idea, girls. No idea. That's them happy for the next 12 days. You can always tell the Australians, you know. You can't tell them much, but you can always tell them. You know, it's lovely to have the Australians here because I need somebody to pick on for the next 12 days. And the Aussies are just very much like the Brits, if you will. They've got a great sense of humour. And it's lovely to have you. Kiwis and Australians, you have come an awful, awful long way to get here. I think that deserves a flutter of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Do we have anybody from Asian countries? Indonesia, the Philippines, Japan, China, Brazil in South America, ladies and gentlemen. He's standing up. He's giving himself a standing ovation this evening. Lovely to have you here, Brazil. You come all this way, you might as well enjoy it, right? Absolutely. Good for you. All right then, what's that country at the top above? It's a bit further north than Brazil. It's the one above where the noisy people live. It's the one further up. It's cold. They play that thing with sticks. Oh, no, not Nicaragua. Further up. It's I've got it. Anybody here in the room from Canada? Goodness gracious, the Canadians are all so loud. There's only 4 of them on board the ship, ladies and gentlemen. And they also know that they have to be loud because they know what's coming next and they want to outdo them. So I'm going to ask you again, Canadians, make some noise! All right, let's get this over and done with because I know we're about to wake up the people that thought they were going to go to bed early this evening. Give me a cheer if you are from the United Arab Emirates. Anybody from the United Arab Emirates this cruise? No? Gotta be careful. Politically correct nowadays, you know. No? Okay. I think that's everybody. Did we miss anyone? I'm not sure. No? Oh, all right. Let's get it over and done with. Anybody from the United States of America? Goodness gracious me. Give me a good old-fashioned yee-haw! Oh, you Americans, you know how to enjoy yourselves, don't you? I'm telling you what, you folks are going to have a ball this cruise. You really, really are. If you come into this lounge every single evening with the energy and the enthusiasm you have done this evening so far, it is going to be a pleasure entertaining you all cruise long. Now, when I first came out here, I told you we've got so much for you to see this cruise. So much for you to do, jam-packed into just 12 days. When we started tonight's show, we started with a whole host of entertainment, but the band behind me in particular are called the HalCats. They're our resident house band here. They're the party band, and I'm telling you, you're going to fall in love with these guys and girls throughout the course of the cruise. Now, they're going to be playing for you up on the Lido deck, here on the main stage in our huge shows, and also in the Queen's Lounge on deck number 2, midship. Now, here on Holland America Line, we have a rocking piano bar. And you are gonna fall in love with this girl. She's talented. Why don't you join her? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liz!
I remember when rock was young.